Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at a very sunny Coca's Pizza in Canfield for the Canfield player profile for the football team. Tyler Scharrer joins us. Tyler, you came up here and something stood out to me. It's the giant brace on your leg. Talk to me about what's going on and what we can expect when we can expect to see you back on the field.
Yeah, so in the first scrimmage, I tore my MCL in my knee for the 5th time, actually, in my high school career. Yeah, yep. So,
My gosh.
Yep.
5th time.
5th time. Yep, so I did it my sophomore year of football, and then I actually did it twice my sophomore year of wrestling, and then my junior year of football again, and then this is my 5th time.
How many times? I mean, I'm not a doctor. How
Yeah.
many times can you tear that?
So I've partially tore it most of the time.
Yeah.
So it hadn't had to be surgically repaired, which is good. So it's just kind of like physical therapy. Wait for it to heal.
This is a whole leg brace. I
Yeah.
mean, it's from your thigh down to your ankle.
Yep.
Pain level, is it hurt?
Not really anymore. But when it does happen, yeah. Yep, it does. It just kind of feels like a sharp pain in the inside of your knee. Yep.
Take me through that scrimmage when it happened. I mean, you have to be sitting there like, again?
Yeah, so it was actually our first pass play that we ran, and it was like there was a bunch of guys. They blitzed off the right-hand side, so I scrambled to my left, and I seen like 2 defenders when I got out, and so I just my initial thought was I'm going to try and just split between them, and they're going to tackle me. I'm going to go forward. Well, right when I planted my left foot, one kid hit low on my knee, and then the other kid kind of hit me up top, and I kind of right when I planted, I kind of flipped over my knee, and I felt like a weirdness in my knee. So when I kind of stood up, I just felt like I wear a brace now just because of so many times I've done it.
Sure.
So I stood up and I kind of fixed my brace, hoping that it was just in a weird position. That's what I was feeling in my knee, and I tried to walk, and it was not a good time. No.
I mean, when you have something like that you are an overcomer, man. That's incredible. Most people will do it once and they're like, I'm done. This is your 5th time. How does that adversity kind of help you become who you want to become?
For sure, yeah. I mean, just like in football and wrestling, it's always like a battle, something to overcome, adversity. That's where you got to be the most mentally strong and just get through it and come out the other side stronger.
I mean, how old are you, 17, 18?
Yeah, 17.
17,
Yeah.
and you've got already an incredible mindset. How does that help you when you're under center or you're in the shotgun and you know that it's your will versus somebody else's, and you've already been through so much? Does that kind of enter the back of your mind at all?
Yeah, for sure. It's just the thought of everything that has happened and gotten me to this point that I don't want to let go. So it's just try to keep pushing harder and try and win.
This year's senior class, right?
Sure.
You guys are pretty tightly knit. There's a lot of people that are going to say, okay, Canfield returns this, but, they lost this. Not what would you say, but what would you say about this senior class that epitomizes we are going to be who we expect to be?
For sure. I would just say, we always have this motto, next man up. So, I just, I know we lost, 2 years ago. We lost, Brock and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Great senior class. Last year we lost Danny and we lost Scott Eaton and Anthony Mazzella, all these good guys, and it's just kind of that motto where next man up, next man to be the guy, step up, fill the shoes of the people that already left us.
Is it kind of fun at this point to
For
be the
sure.
underdog?
For sure.
I mean, almost openly people are when at least I take it. I don't know how you are, but when people count me out, that's when I'm at my best.
For sure.
Are you guys that same
100%.
token?
Our coach Coach Hurdley today in practice was telling us about how great of a feeling it is to be the underdog and come out victorious.
Sure.
And it's 100%. I love to be the underdog and prove people wrong.
Big first game, obviously, for your team against West Branch, a team that everybody is sitting there pointing to as this is one of the teams in the area. You guys still haven't really been dethroned as that team, right? And to me, that's a champion's advantage. What do you expect as your team's back is against the wall in week 1?
So, yeah, I know, we as a team, we've talked about, 2 years ago they told us they wanted to take us to the deep end. And last year they're always, talking, chirping. And it's just, it's always been a battle. It always will be a battle.
Yeah.
And so it's just, coming through that, being the stronger guy, being the more physical guy, and coming out victorious on a Friday night.
Week 1, a lot of people have, expectations for their team, respectively, on both sides of the field. What do you want to see from your guys? What are you expecting, and how are you going to be with that brace on? What's your new role?
So there's a kid named Joey Panunzio who's actually playing the position that I played, and it's just like being on the sideline. I'm always trying to help, always trying to encourage, always trying to make sure they're lined up right, playing the right position, and just making sure that I can do my part. Even though I'm not playing, I can do the best that I can to help the team get the win on Friday night.
How did that role change for you? I mean, were you still like that when you had the pads on?
For
or?
sure,
Okay.
yeah. So I would say I'm kind of a vocal leader. I'm just trying to make sure like everyone's doing the right thing at all times, and even now like that I'm still at practice and still like there, even though I'm not in the huddle, I'm still trying to like make sure everyone's got the right mindset, make sure they're doing the right things.
Tyler, let's talk about family life. I mean, for you, I'm sure you got a lot of role models in your life, a lot of people that help you get where you are today. Give them a shout out. Tell them, why and that you appreciate them so much.
Yeah, for sure. So my dad, my mom, they're always supporting me, helping me, and especially my older brother, Jimmy Scharrer. He's actually a 7th grade football coach now, but he played for us 2 years ago on the state championship team. He was the starting center. And, yeah, I mean, just following in his shoes and trying to make my own, but also, like, respecting that he did a great job when he was here.
That had to be a great time growing up. One of the big uglies being your bigger brother,
For sure.
and you're a quarterback. You're playing the skill positions. I mean, what is that like in the backyard when you guys are just running amok? Was he always pushing you around? When did you get your spot where you kind of won the crown?
I would say when I started, honestly, wrestling.
Okay.
I could kind of – I wouldn't say I would beat him, but I would always try and fight my own, and we'd get into some battles for sure.
And so we've just adopted wrestling from a standpoint of we love it, right, here at YSN. Talk to me. One question I really, really love is how does wrestling make you better at football and vice versa?
For sure. So I would say one of the biggest things that you learn from wrestling is like a lower center of gravity, I would say for sure. So I'm not the biggest guy on the field, but I'm always like I have a good like base underneath me, and wrestling definitely teaches you how to be like have a good lower center of gravity and get around.
Awesome. Tyler, thank you so much for your time.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Best of luck healing up, and we can't wait to see you back on the field soon.
Perfect. Thank you.